Hello everyone, and welcome to our special podcast, Mysteries of the Universe, from the Big Bang to Black Holes. My name is Alex, and today I'm your guide on this incredible journey through time and space. As you listen, I invite you to imagine yourself floating through the vastness of the universe, looking around at billions of stars, planets, and mysterious places that very few people can even imagine. No spacesuit needed, just your curiosity. Are you ready? Let's begin at the very, very beginning. Imagine you're in a gigantic, dark room. There's nothing around you. No sounds, no lights, not even air. This is the beginning of our universe. But wait, suddenly, from nothing, there's a giant explosion. Everything bursts into existence in a flash so bright and so powerful, it fills the whole universe in less than a second. This moment is what scientists call the Big Bang. The Big Bang wasn't like a regular explosion, like fireworks or a balloon popping. It's the moment when all of space, time, matter, and energy began. There was no before the Big Bang, because time itself started then. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? Before the Big Bang, there was no space and no time. It's one of the biggest mysteries ever. Right after the Big Bang, the universe was tiny, hot, and super dense, like a crowded room where everyone is pressed together. Everything that makes up you, me, and millions of galaxies was all packed into one tiny dot. But then, with the Big Bang, that dot began to grow, stretching faster than you can blink. As it expanded, it cooled down, and things began to change. Let's imagine this expansion. It's a bit like blowing up a balloon. When you blow up a balloon, the dots you draw on its surface get farther apart. With the universe, all the galaxies are like those dots, moving away from each other as the balloon, or the universe, grows. Scientists call this cosmic expansion, and it's still happening right now. In fact, if you could watch the sky over millions of years, you'd see galaxies drifting farther apart. But why did the universe expand? Honestly, that's still a mystery. Some ideas suggest there was a kind of repulsive force in the early universe, something that made space itself want to stretch out. No one knows for sure. The more we learn, the more questions we have. Amazing, isn't it? At the beginning, just after the Big Bang, you wouldn't have seen stars or planets. The universe was a swirling, glowing soup made up of the tiniest particles, things even smaller than atoms. Particles called quarks zipped around at nearly the speed of light. Over time, quarks started cooling off and sticking together, like Lego blocks snapping to form bigger pieces. That's how protons and neutrons, the building blocks of atoms, were formed. A few minutes later, the universe cooled down a bit more, enough for protons and neutrons to combine and make the first atomic nuclei, mostly hydrogen and helium. For a long time everything was still too hot for atoms to really exist, and it was too bright to see much, almost like looking into a giant foggy light bulb. It took hundreds of thousands of years before the universe cooled enough for electrons to settle and form atoms. Suddenly, the fog cleared, and light was finally free to travel across space. That ancient light is still flying all around us today. Scientists call it the cosmic microwave background, or CMB for short. Special telescopes can even take pictures of it, showing us a baby picture of the universe from almost 14 billion years ago. As the universe grew older and larger, clouds of hydrogen and helium started gathering together. Gravity, the invisible force that pulls things towards each other, began to do its magic. Little by little, these clouds got heavier, pulling in more and more particles as they grew. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger. That's how, billions of years ago, the very first stars were born. Stars are like huge cosmic ovens. In their centers, they squeeze atoms so tightly together that they form heavier elements, like carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. These are important because they make up everything we know, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the trees, and even our own bodies. When stars get old, they sometimes explode in a huge burst called a supernova. This is one of the most powerful events in the universe. A supernova shines brighter than whole galaxies for a short while, and it blasts all those new elements out into space like cosmic confetti. That's how the universe gradually filled with the ingredients for planets, plants, animals, and people. Over billions of years, more and more stars were born. Some were lonely, while others formed families called galaxies. Our own galaxy is called the Milky Way. If you've ever been somewhere far from city lights, maybe you've seen the Milky Way, a soft, glowing band stretching across the night sky. It looks a bit like milk spilled across the sky, which is how it got its name. Our Sun is just one ordinary star among hundreds of billions in the Milky Way. Around the Sun, 8 planets go spinning, including the beautiful blue planet we call Earth. It took a lot of cosmic luck for Earth to be just the right distance from the Sun, with the right ingredients, for life to be possible. But we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves. In different parts of the universe, clouds of dust and gas formed new stars and planets, and some of those places are still too far away for us to see, even with our most powerful telescopes. The universe is so big, it takes light millions or even billions of years just to travel from one edge to another. Looking at faraway stars is like looking back in time, seeing them as they were when the light first started its journey. Scientists use telescopes, satellites, and spacecraft to study these ancient signals from space. Every time they find something new, it's like opening a present from the universe. For instance, not so long ago, we thought our solar system was the only one. But now we've discovered thousands of other planets around distant stars. Some might be hot, some cold, and some could have oceans or clouds. Could there be life somewhere else? That's still a mystery, but many think it's possible. Now, let's talk about one of the strangest and most mysterious things in the universe, black holes. Just saying those words, black holes, sounds a little spooky, doesn't it? But they're real, and they're even more fascinating than science fiction. A black hole begins when a huge star runs out of fuel. Without fuel, the star loses the power to fight gravity and starts to collapse in on itself. The center of the star gets squeezed tighter and tighter until it's so small and heavy that nothing, not even light, can escape its pull. That's why we call it a black hole. Because light can't get out, it looks totally black, like a spot in the sky with nothing there. But black holes aren't empty, they're just hiding an enormous amount of stuff in a tiny, tiny space. The edge of a black hole is called the event horizon. It's a mysterious boundary, a point of no return. Imagine you're in a spaceship and you fly too close to a black hole. If you cross the event horizon, nothing can pull you back, not even the fastest rocket you can imagine. Most black holes are formed from dying stars, but some are millions or even billions of times bigger than our Sun. These monsters sit at the centers of galaxies, quietly gobbling up anything that comes too close. Our own Milky Way has a giant black hole at its center, but thankfully, Earth is far away and quite safe. If black holes are invisible, how do scientists find them? It's tricky, but we have some clues. Sometimes, if gas or stars get too close, the black hole's gravity pulls them in, making the gas spin faster and faster, creating strong X-rays that we can detect with telescopes. Sometimes, when two black holes collide, they shake the fabric of space itself, sending out ripples called gravitational waves. In 2015, for the first time, scientists detected gravitational waves from two black holes merging far away in space. It was like hearing a cosmic drumbeat from across the universe, confirming what Albert Einstein predicted many years ago. Black holes challenge our understanding of physics. Inside them, space and time become twisted and strange. If you were to fall into a black hole, not that you want to try, the laws of science as we know them would break down. No one knows exactly what happens inside, but some ideas suggest black holes could be gateways to other universes, or that they could contain entire new worlds inside. It's still one of the greatest mysteries out there. We've talked about the Big Bang, how stars and galaxies formed, and the mysterious black holes, But there's even more in this universe to puzzle our minds. For instance, did you know that almost everything in the universe is invisible? It sounds strange, but it's true. Most of what's out there is something scientists call dark matter and dark energy. Dark matter is a mysterious kind of matter that doesn't give off any light, so we can't see it. But we know it's there, because its gravity holds galaxies together, like invisible glue. Imagine spinning a pizza dough on your finger. If there was only the stuff we can see, galaxies would spin apart. But because of dark matter, they hold together tight and strong. Even stranger is dark energy. It's a kind of force that makes the universe expand faster and faster, like a race car that keeps speeding up. We can't see or touch it, but without dark energy, the universe wouldn't be the way it is. Together, dark matter and dark energy make up about 95% of the universe. That means everything we see, stars, planets, people, is just a tiny part of everything there is. It's like looking at the tip of an iceberg, most of it is hidden below the surface. Why is the universe filled with dark matter and dark energy? No one knows. That's why scientists study the farthest galaxies, the oldest stars, and black holes, hoping to find clues. Every answer brings new questions, making the universe the greatest mystery of all. You might be wondering, will the universe ever end? Or will it keep expanding forever? It's a great question. There are a few ideas. Maybe one day, the universe will stop expanding and start shrinking, ending in a big crunch. Or maybe it will expand forever, growing colder and emptier in a big freeze. Some scientists even imagine a big rip, where space keeps stretching so fast that galaxies, stars, and even atoms get torn apart. Right now, it looks like the universe is heading toward the big freeze, but we still have billions and billions of years to figure it out. As we discover more about the universe, we realize how special our own little corner of space is. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is vast, with its billions of stars. Our solar system, spinning around our sun, is filled with planets, moons, comets, and asteroids. On Earth, we have air to breathe, water to drink, and the warmth of the sun. All of this was made possible by cosmic events, like the Big Bang and the explosion of ancient stars. Think about it, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, even the oxygen you breathe, were all created and in the hearts of stars long before Earth was born. When a star died in a supernova explosion, it sent those ingredients drifting through space, where they eventually formed new stars, planets, and life. In a way, we're all made of stardust. Isn't that amazing? You might wonder if there are other planets like Earth out there, with oceans, plants, and animals. Scientists have found thousands of planets outside our solar system. These are called exoplanets. Some of them are rocky, like Earth, and some are in the Goldilocks zone, not too hot, not too cold. Maybe, on one of those planets, creatures are looking up at their sky and asking the same questions we are. Or maybe, life in space looks nothing like we imagine. Because the universe is so huge, it's possible that strange, new forms of life are waiting to be discovered. Some scientists listen for radio messages from space, hoping to hear signs of intelligent life. Others send spacecraft to explore nearby planets, searching for water, ice, or clues from long ago. One day, humans may travel far beyond Earth and find things that completely surprise us. Exploring the universe isn't just for scientists with telescopes. You too can be a space explorer, by asking questions, learning, and dreaming. Every discovery started with someone being curious, wondering, what's out there? And how does it all work? From ancient people watching the stars, to scientists today studying galaxies billions of light years away, our journey of discovery never ends. If you ever feel small when you look at the night sky, remember this: you're a part of the universe too. The atoms in your body have traveled across space and time for billions of years. You are connected to every star and planet, every galaxy and black hole. The universe is not just out there, it's in you. Let's take a moment and imagine ourselves on a journey across the universe. We pass through clouds of glowing gas, watch stars being born and dying, and skirt the edge of a black hole. We visit distant galaxies and witness the shimmering glow of the cosmic background light, left over from the Big Bang. Along the way, we see wonders beyond imagination, planets with 2 suns, icy moons, comets racing through the darkness. What mysteries will tomorrow bring? Maybe we'll find out what dark matter really is, or discover signs of life on another planet. Maybe we'll learn how black holes work, or even find a way to travel to distant stars. Every discovery is a new chapter in the story of the universe, one that began with the Big Bang, and continues with us. So, as you listen to this, I hope you feel inspired to ask big questions. You don't need to be a grown-up to wonder about the universe. Some of the greatest scientists started asking questions when they were kids, just like you. They looked up at the stars, felt curious, and wanted to understand how everything works. You could be the next one to solve a mystery that's puzzled people for centuries. Maybe you want to learn more about black holes. Or perhaps you're fascinated by planets and want to know if there are other Earths out there. Or maybe you want to build rockets or telescopes, or write stories about space. All of these are ways to explore and be a part of this amazing adventure. The universe is full of wonders and mysteries, some we've solved, and many more waiting to be discovered. Every new question is a doorway to adventure and discovery. So next time you look up at the night sky, remember, you're a traveler through space and time. The journey of discovery never ends, and every one of us is a part of this grand story. Thank you for joining me today and exploring the mysteries of the universe, from the Big Bang to black holes. Keep asking questions, keep wondering, and who knows, maybe one day, you'll help solve some of the biggest mysteries of all. Until next time, keep looking up, keep dreaming, and remember, the universe is yours to explore.